Okay, in these two videos, we are going to discuss the machining of this part. It's fairly simple drawing. However, we have what are called open pockets here, meaning they open to the outside of the stock and are not closed. In this first video, we're going to talk about drilling the holes in our stock setup. The stock is set to the size of the material. We're going to make the assumption that this is fixtured onto the bed of the mill with a spoil plate beneath it. And our strategy is going to be to hold this down with strap clamps from the outside. What we are also going to do is make the assumption we want to stop the program after the drilling of the holes and add an additional clamp to this outside area for a more secure hold down when machining these pockets. So to start off, we need to drill the holes and add a stop. To drill the holes when we are working with aluminum, we are not going to use helical bore. They're smaller than our main drill bits or milling bits. So I'm going to go to drill. I'm going to select my features. And I'm going to find the 1/4-inch spot drill in this case. I'll run it 5100 at 10 inches a minute. I don't need to set anything other than my depth. And in this case, I just want it to spot down very slightly. So I'm going to go minus 0.01. And what this is going to do is it's just going to poke down into the beginning of the hole, giving a slight indent for our drill bit to track in our next operation. Spot drills are thick, short, and don't have much flex, unlike a regular drill bit. So now I'm going to go back to drill. I'm going to use the previous features. I'm going to find my 3/16 drill, set my feeds and speeds. Under cut parameters, because we are going all the way through, I want to set this to a peck drill now. And I'll set my increments to 0.01, so it'll drill down 1/10 of an inch at a time until it gets through the material. Under linking parameters, we want to go to minus 0.75, and I am going to turn on tip comp with a breakthrough of 0.005 to get through the material. This is all well and good. If I were to verify these operations, my hole goes all the way through the material. If I wanted a slight chamfer on there, we can use a spot drill that is slightly larger. In this case, we chose a 1/4-inch spot drill and a 3/16 drill. Our spot drill is 1/16 larger than the drill. So I can actually use that bit to create a chamfer. To do that, I would go to parameters, set my linking parameters to 0. However, my tip comp, turn it on with a 0 breakthrough. And this will take and drill down to the corner, compensating for the taper of the machine, or I'm sorry, of the bit. Now, since our bit is a 1/16 larger, that will give us a 30-second chamfer all the way around. So now when I verify this, we will see that the spot drill, because it goes slightly deeper, creates the chamfer for our hole, kind of allowing us to do 2 operations in one. The other thing we want to do is we want to put a stop into this program so that we could add a clamp to this area after the holes were machined. So to do that, I go into my last operation, come down to canned text, and I choose stop and say add after. What this will do is it will add a stop into the G-code once posted, stopping the program, allowing the operator to move a clamp, remove a clamp, add a clamp, whatever needs to be done, and then restart the program with the next operation, which is going to be machining. We will cover that in the next video.